I always appreciate thoughtful discussions where people aren't hysterical and they're not grinding axes on a particular agenda other than to solve what is a real problem. And the real problem, the number of people who are choosing to take their lives in this country, the statistics that indicate that they are much, much more successful if they use a gun, and responsible gun owners and gun shop owners. Over in Colorado, they're trying something called the Gun Shop Project. And I appreciate Keith Carey, who in the article that I've referred to is someone who is a willing recruit in this fledgling effort that has been promoted over in the state of Colorado, including some law enforcement that is involved as well, and seeing if what can be done and what kind of difference can be done without in any way infringing on somebody's Second Amendment rights. And Keith, what is your shop doing? What are other shops doing? What are responsible gun owners in Colorado doing under this project? And so far, what's been the response?
Well, I think primarily what we can do is to make people aware of suicide prevention by any means. And in our case, of course, we're trying to make sure that people understand that firearms seem to be the chosen way for many people to end their own life. And all we can do is to spread that word through our customers. When customers come in, I have the brochure and so-called wallet card, and also a large poster that's on our exit door. So if they don't see it while they're inside as they're leaving, they're going to see some information on this. And I do try and mention about it. I have discussions sometimes with customers who are taking the information that Gun Shop Project has provided us with, and we generally talk, not necessarily long conversations, because again, it's a relatively sad topic.
Yeah.
that impinges most of us. It hits our nerves, and it's always a stunning thing when we find out that someone that we know, or whether it be family or someone in the community, has taken his or her life. It's just a stunning thing. Always makes me sad, personally.
Sure. Do people seem to be receptive and appreciative? Are there people that, get upset about it at all?
No, I've had no one that's gotten upset about it. I think the response that I've had is that it's a very worthwhile cause to support and get the word out about. Again, it's tough to maybe find a mechanism that we really can affect someone else's decision, particularly those that contemplate suicide by some means or other. But we can get the word out to anyone who comes into our shop or that I come in contact with, that keep your eye out. I mean, if you know someone that's really in a down and out situation, I mean, you know this person, you know where they are, but perhaps they've mentioned something about the fact that their life isn't worth anything, or they're just at the end of their rope, or whatever it might be. That might be a cause for a person to step in and tell your friend or your loved one that, hey, look, why don't you let me consider maybe storing your firearms for a while, or in some avenue like that. It's a tough thing to do.
Yeah.
People that are in that situation, oftentimes they're in such a down mode, everything is against them, there's no hope and everything. It's hard for them to make any kind of a decision.